Well, good morning! Well, it's good morning for me. Obviously, this is not on the usual video. I haven't decided how exactly I want to capture video. I've been trying to I played around last night with my kids, and we had fun with the MacBook Pro. It recorded awesomely, but what I didn't have success with was hooking up my I have a Sony Nex, little portable camera thing that I got from a guy at work. He was getting rid of it. The only thing is it does not hook up as a camera, which I was hoping. So I went out yesterday and I bought a Yeti Blue and was playing around with that. Still working on trying to get the microphone to give me the best professional sound, because one of the things I would like to do is to go ahead and get some abilities out there, and I keep saying a lot. I need to work on that. At any rate, get the microphone set up, and I think I'm gonna probably sell the camera. I was watching some other people that do YouTube stuff, like we all do, and they talked about getting some other camera. At any rate, this is day 2 of not only the YouTube tapings. I'm going to try and get 10 together before I actually release anything. And what we're going to do is we're going to have all kinds of fun. Not really all kinds of fun. I'm going to have some enjoyment. My kids are going to have fun doing it too. I'll tell you what, getting video doing this in the morning, especially in the car, uncontrolled environments, not a good idea. At any rate, day 2, I officially started back on my trying to lose weight thing I've been doing for years and years and years. This time I'm actually holding myself accountable. I told everybody, hey, I'm doing this. And that's actually how the YouTube channel thing really got going. So I'm gonna kick around maybe selling that Sony Nex if I really need the webcam thing, and getting a digital SLR. Who knows? Oh, and today when I get home, hopefully my new running shoes, my Nike New Balance 1080s, I think is what they are, soft foam or new foam or whatever it's called, they show up today. I'm actually wearing them right now. We have the equivalent of what's called a dress down day, but basically in the world of IT you don't have to really dress up that much to begin with, but I'm supposed to wear slacks and a nice shirt or whatever to work every day, and a belt. Oh my god, a belt! At any rate, today's the second day of getting back into shape. That also includes diet. I've tried in the past to do just exercising, even though I knew the 80, 20, 70, 30, whatever rule you want to call it. And I've not ever seen any successes. And as such, I have, in turn, just had no success. I would start to aerobically get fit and get stronger, but would see no losses in the midsection. And as you can tell by the name of this channel, the Look at My Belly channel, yeah, it's just not going to happen that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start tracking all of my meals via the macro. I don't know, 6 months ago, I got a little motivated, not seriously motivated, but a little motivated, and found a couple fitness coaches online that talked about how to figure out what your macro counts were. And I took that information and created a fancy pants spreadsheet which allows me to just punch in my weight, my height, and I'm trying to remember what else is on there. At any rate, add in a few statistics, and then it gloriously gives my exercise level. At any rate, then it gives me my my calorie counts that are necessary to sustain life. Not only sustain life, but maintain my current weight. And then if I want to lose weight, how much weight I want to lose, like how many pounds per week I want to lose. And then it gives me the magic macro count. And so at that point, I switch over and I get the MyFitnessPal, and I start entering in the data. And that's how I'm gonna, so I get the FitnessPal and I get the carb counts and I put it back onto that spreadsheet, and I've set it up so that it's set, so I put in for every meal what my carb macros and fat macros and protein macros are, because those are the three things that are on the macro count. Put those in, and then I have it with triggers, or not really triggers, but visual cell notifications, essentially changing the cell to like red when I go over any of the macro counts. And I had that problem yesterday I had already pre-made my meals, and my macro count per meal I think is like 26 carbs, 26 grams of carbs. And I was doing 49, and I was like, oh, I've already pre-packed all this food, and it'll happen again today. But then I'm gonna even it out over the day, and hopefully, I didn't go over the end of the day carb count. And that's initially, I've been feeling bad, like really bad, and falling asleep a lot, starting to feel tingling in my, on the outsides of my hands, and I know those are the telltale. They're hitting type 2 diabetes, and I'm not wanting that. So I'm really got to do it now. So yesterday at work, I went out for lunch instead of goofing around doing whatever. Actually went out and walked for the hour. And today I'm not going to go outside to walk. I work for a university, and so I have access to a gym right on campus, which is nice. So I'll just walk over and utilize the treadmills that are in the gym for everyone to use, which is very cool. And get in an hour walk. I can also, the only thing is I'm going to feel kind of funny because I'm just wearing jeans and my shirt that you're seeing here. So I'm going to go into the gym and walk on the treadmills in regular street clothes. I at least do have my my running shoes on, but the rest of it's going to look funny. I just don't want to sweat. Because it was like 94 degrees or something when I was out walking yesterday. So it's pretty toasty. And I was sweating, and I wasn't walking in shade. So as I walked up and down the streets around the campus, got in I think it was like 50 minutes, I got in 3 miles or whatever. Had all kinds of fun. Sweating, huffing and puffing. But I do know, I used to laugh at people who got on treadmills and said, that's the boringest thing ever. I go to a gym. I say go. I have a membership to a gym, and I'm going to start utilizing that again. It's called Lifetime Fitness, and it is god-awfully expensive. But on the flip side, it's really cool in the sense that it has afforded me the opportunity, not afforded me, I paid for it too, in addition to the overpriced membership. A small group fitness teams. It's like a personal trainer, and you can get up to 15 people with the personal trainer, but I go at 7 p.m. as the time. Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays is what my schedule time is. And usually we hit about I don't know, 6 to 8 people. So it's really cool. You get 6 people in there, and they're giving you a very specific set of aerobic exercise, and then either do a bunch of body weight or free weight complex moves. I think complex is what it is. I don't know. I have to be honest. A lot of this stuff, I am obviously not a certified trainer. I wouldn't be looking at this stat. I've gotten some stuff I've been exposed to. Oh, great. Trash men are right in the middle of the street. How awesome is that? At any rate, so the personal trainer, they give you, and it's an hour class. You get about anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes of aerobic, and we all hook up our heart rate monitors. I use a Scosche, which is nice. I really like that Scosche. And Lifetime has an app, and you pay $100, $119, something like that, and you take one of those active metabolic fitness tests in the morning. You usually get up in the morning, you don't eat anything, you fast beforehand, and then you put on this mask that's the only source of inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon monoxide or dioxide. I can never remember what that is. I'm not a scientist, I don't know. Which kind of funny, Bachelor of Science, scientist. Oh, took some science. At any rate, I'm gonna have to edit this out because I'm looking at traffic. So at any rate, lost my train of thought. At any rate, you take this active metabolic test, and from that test, and the test results are different for every person. It gives you the zones, and they're 1 through 6, and they have come up. They utilize. You guys aren't going to go. I'll go. They utilize a zone plan, and you try to keep your heart rate in these zones, and it knows, it's figured out, it's determined what your true maximum heart rate is supposed to be, and so that you don't overexert and go into the anabolic threshold area where you're just burning. They want you to burn as much fat only when you're exercising as you can. And so they figure out these are the best zones for you to work out in. And in theory, what's supposed to happen, and it does happen, you start off and you have the very low tolerance, and so you're able to run for short periods of time without going over into the red zone. So it's like the zones are green, red, green, yellow, orange, light red, and dark red. Dark red is zone 5. You should never, ever, ever go into zone 5. I do it all the time. Don't tell anybody. You should mainly work out in zones 1, 2, and 3 for the most part. And then they'll occasionally do a fitness test and say, you can go into zone 4 or zone 5 if you'd like. And I'm going to turn the thing off for now. I'll be back, guys. I'm getting on the freeway right now. So I need to really, 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 really focus. Really, 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 really focus. I'm going to stop at the stop sign. I can do some more. At any rate, 15 minutes talking, randomly rambling. Awesome. Maybe I'm destined to be a YouTuber. At any rate, What it allows you to do is to exercise the most efficiently, to burn the most amount of fat for the greatest amount of time before you're totally wiped out from working out. I think it works. I have not ever stayed consistent with the course. I pay an extra $200 a month to have this. I think it's a ripoff with the amount of money they charge for it. But at any rate, I pay every month for this, and every time I start doing it, my kids start hitting soccer season. And once soccer season starts, Thursdays, my kids usually have practices on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So my ex-wife and I split up soccer shuttling services, I guess is the right term to use. She goes to one kid's practice, I go to the other kid's practice. And most of the time when I go to whoever practice I'm going to, I'll do the jog walk thing, trying to stay in my zones and be good. And I think it's kind of funny because I've motivated some other parents to do the same thing. They see me running around all the time. Guess they figured out, why am I sitting here for an hour and a half twiddling my thumbs? Well, I have to be honest, as I got lazier this last season and gaining a whole bunch of weight, which I haven't figured out how much weight I've gained, but I know it's a lot. My clothes are all tight. Some of the stuff doesn't even fit anymore. I can't put it on. I started napping. And that's when I started to go, hey, this is too much. So at any rate, I'm going to finish this off later today. Hope everybody has an awesome time. This is Look at My Belly, and enjoy your day. Be good.